something it's not change. This is for the great essential. For our mind, there's the attachment or craving. If craving is the one kind of the realities, if arise in your mind, craving, so we want something. We want some sensual object. If it's craving arise to me, the same, you want something, one sensual object. If the evil, just realities, the evils that occur in my mind, I would do something bad, I say something bad, acting something bad. If this evil arises to you, it's the same, it's not changed, their characteristic, their nature. Just because it's the immutable. This is paramattha. The paramattha satya. This is the ultimate truth. So here is I would like you to notice the four great essential. The element of extension, the element of cohesion, the element of heat, and the element of motion. This four kind of element we call the four great essential. It's not change, their characteristic, their nature. That's why we call it paramattha, satya. It's not here. Yeah.
Which one is the fire, heat, earth is
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Air is motion.
Yeah, this the element of extension is the both hardness and softness are their characteristic of this element. Hardness and softness. The element of cohesion is the both fluidity and contraction are properties of this element. Now, fluidity and contraction. The element of heat is the both heat and cold. The element of the motion is the motion and steadiness, So when we sit meditation, we see that there's four kind of elements, right? Sometimes we feel our body is very hard. Just when we touch with something very hard, soft. It's not you touch your hand. It's not hand. Hand is what you call panyati concept. It's the hand. It's not hand. What we see when we touch your hand, softness and hardness. Just the element of extension or element of earth. See, we should see this reality. You still feel that it's your hand. It's not vipassana. Yeah. Just the panyati, right? Panyati or samuti, just the hand. It's not hand. We try to understand it later. It's not hand. It's I feel very soft. It's the element of earth or the element of extension. Feel soft. This hardness and softness is the characteristic of this element. The cohesion is the both fluidity and contraction. You feel something you have inside your body. This this fluidity, contraction. Your body is the four kind of elements get together because of the power of this the element of cohesion, which together. And the element of heat is the heat and cold, This the property of this element. Even we call it the element of heat, it's cold also. This the element of heat. Sometimes I feel very hot when I sit meditation. What is it? You see the element, you see the reality when I sit meditation. Sometimes you feel cold. You see? Heat and cold, we cannot say it's the man, it's the woman, it's me, it's my leg, it's my body, it's my head, it's my back. It's just elements. It's the reality. See? When you sit meditation, you should understand very well, That's why we need to study that. Abhidhamma. Just
4 great essentials?
Yes. And it's the element of motion, Sometimes your body is sway, right and left and forward, downward, something like that, Just motion, the movement. It's because the element of air or element of motion. Sometimes your body is, the steadiness, like a stone, you put a stone, not move. You feel like this. This means you feel the element of the motion, element of air. That's the moving and steadiness. That's the element of air. They're both characteristic, right? Moving and steadiness. It's not change, It's not changing in nature. That's why we call Paramattha Satya. Paramattha Satya. And 4 kinds of ultimate truth. Now, 4 kinds of ultimate truth. This one you try to memorize that, Chitta. Chitta is Pali. Whenever you see C-I, or normally we pronounce it sit, right? Citta. But here, when you see C, should pronounce as the Chitta. Chitta. Now, Chitta. Chitta means consciousness. Consciousness. Consciousness, the pure awareness of the object, like clear water. So, see here, awareness of object. This is consciousness. It's not me, it's not mine, it's not you. Right? When you sit meditation, practice meditation, just the pure awareness of the object is the citta, is consciousness, like clear water. But sometimes this your citta, your mind, this citta I meant the same, right? Your mind is the attachment or evil associated with your mind. Your mind is not pure at the time. And maybe you get angry when you want something unlawful, something like that. Because of these mental factors come to associate with your mind. Later we will discuss about it later. This is the pure awareness of the object. So, citta is never without an object. This is the nature of citta, consciousness. What's the mean citta? What's consciousness? What's their nature? What's their characteristic? Is explained here. Citta is never without an object. So, every moment you still have an object. Even you asleep, you fall asleep. Now you listen to me. This sense to mind, this sound, right? This object. Your mind is aware of this object. Even we sleep, we fall asleep, our minds just dream. This take the object, the previous, mind object, what we are experiencing in the before. Maybe this life, maybe previous life, we dream, when we fall asleep. And some maybe you say, oh, I don't dream anything, but we don't remember that. Just the nature of mind, just citta is never without an object. Should have one object all the time. When you sit meditation, you try to observe your mind, fix your mind on your nostril, or breathe in, breathe out, or maybe your abdomen, the rising, falling, or maybe some part of your body about sensation. This object, Our mind should be the one object, but sometimes your mind is not one object, Try to grasp the many objects. That's why your mind just distract, right? The citta is never without an object. Citta is always with us. See, citta, our mind, always with us. Always with us. Until we die, after we die, it's the rebirth consciousness arrive again. Citta always with us, citta. This present time, you have citta, mind, consciousness all the time. Some they call when it's the coma or something like that, it's become coma. It's the bhavinga citta. It's another mind, another citta. The bhavinga citta. Later we will discuss about that. And here synonym of citta here, vijnana. Vijnana or mana and ceta. Pronoun is the ceta. And manasa or hadaya. This word is the synonym of citta. When you read the book, you will see it's many times about citta, vijnana. Hadaya is the heart, Say hadaya and heart. Oh, it's good heart. See? Good heart is good mind. Good heart. So there are many synonym here. Citta, vijnana, mana, ceta, manasa, hadaya. This all consciousness briefly is 89. Or while it's 121 type of citta recognized in Abhidhamma. We will have to learn that, 121. If we cannot memorize all these terms, so you understand what we're talking about later on. But I don't think it's so hard, If we memorize one, at least about 5, we don't have to, try so hard. We already know that. Very similar. And Cetasika also is one kind of ultimate truth. Cetasika. And mental factors, or some they translate as the mental state. Mental state or mental factors, the same. Mental factors. And mental concomitants. I used to try to memorize this term, mental factors, mental state, or mental concomitants. In Bali, this cetasika is one kind of ultimate truth. These cetasika, mental factors, those which are yoked on or with citta, it means or associate with citta all the time. Now depend on citta for their arising. They cannot arise by themselves. Now they cannot arise by themselves. Have to depend on citta, depend on mind, and arise together. So associate with this citta, this consciousness, all the time. Yes, their characteristic, it's 4 characteristic of the Cetasika. I would like all of you to try to remember that. Number one is the arising together with Citta. When they arise, this is the mental state, mental factors, when they arise.